Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here today. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of collocations. It's a topic that can really boost your English skills. Now if you're wondering what on earth collocations are, don't worry, you're not alone. Many people find this concept a bit tricky at first. A lot of English learners have never even heard of them. But once you get the hang of it, it can make a huge difference in your language learning journey. Basically, collocations are words that tend to go together naturally in English. They form predictable patterns that native speakers use all the time. They're like best buddies, always hanging out together. Just like how you always see certain friends together, some words just naturally pair up. Think of make a cup of tea. It just sounds right, doesn't it? It's a common phrase that everyone understands. You wouldn't say do a cup of tea or create a cup of tea. Those combinations just don't sound natural to native speakers. Mastering collocations is your secret weapon to unlocking fluent, natural-sounding English. It helps you sound more like a native speaker. It's what separates the learners from the native speakers. When you use collocations correctly, your speech flows more smoothly. So if you're ready to take your English to the next level, buckle up, because we're about to explore 6 different types of collocations that will transform the way you speak. These types will cover everything from verb-noun pairs to adjective-noun combinations, and even more. Grab a notebook and pen because you'll want to jot down these examples. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll have a much better understanding of how to use collocations effectively. Alright, let's get started and unlock the power of collocations together. Let's kick things off with adjective plus noun collocations. These combinations are essential in making your speech and writing sound more natural and fluent. These are like peanut butter and jelly. They just belong together. Just as you wouldn't separate these two, certain adjectives and nouns are best friends in the English language. Think about describing the weather. You wouldn't say strong rain, would you? Nope, it's heavy rain. This is because heavy perfectly captures the intensity of the rain, making it a more vivid and accurate description. Similarly, we say strong wind, not powerful wind. The word strong conveys the force and impact of the wind better than powerful does. And when the sun's shining brightly, it's a beautiful day, not a gorgeous day. Beautiful is a more common and natural choice that fits well with day. See how these collocations just roll off the tongue more naturally? They make your speech sound smoother and more polished. That's the power of using the right adjective with the right noun. It enhances clarity and makes your communication more effective. Keep an ear out for these pairings in everyday conversations and start incorporating them into your own vocabulary. You'll notice how often native speakers use them. You'll be amazed at how much more confident and fluent you sound. Practice makes perfect, so keep practicing these dynamic duos and watch your language skills soar. Next up, we've got verb plus noun collocations. These are all about those verbs that love hanging out with specific nouns. For example, you make a decision, not do a decision. You do your homework, not make your homework. And when it's your turn to talk in front of a crowd, you give a speech, not tell a speech. These verb plus noun pairs are everywhere in English, so keep your ears peeled. The more you notice them, the more natural they'll become in your own speech. Now let's talk about verb plus preposition collocations. These little guys are like 2 peas in a pod. You rarely find one without the other. For instance, you depend on someone, not depend from someone. You listen to music, not listen at music. And when you're on the same page as someone, you agree with them, not agree to them. These prepositions are key to using the verb correctly, so pay close attention to them. Don't let those pesky prepositions trip you up. Let's move on to adverb plus adjective collocations. These pairings are all about adding that extra layer of intensity or emphasis to your adjectives. For example, if you're seriously worried about something, you'd say you're deeply concerned, not strongly concerned. Similarly, when you're totally aware of something, you're fully aware, not completely aware, and someone who's very successful is highly successful, not extremely successful. These adverb plus adjective combinations add a nuanced touch to your language, making you sound more sophisticated and expressive. Get ready for some noun plus noun collocations. These are like 2 peas in a pod, always found side by side. For example, you wouldn't ask for a suggestion, you'd ask for a piece of advice. Similarly, you enjoy a bar of chocolate, not a stick of chocolate, and when you're thirsty, you grab a glass of water, not a cup of water. These noun plus noun pairs are super common in English, so keep your ears open for them. Last but not least, let's talk about verb plus adverb collocations. These dynamic duos are all about describing actions with precision. You wouldn't say walk softly, you'd say tread softly. Similarly, you wave goodbye, not wave hello, and when you're in a hurry, you write quickly, not write speedily. These verb plus adverb collocations add a level of detail and accuracy to your language, making you sound more natural and expressive. So there you have it. 6 types of collocations that can significantly enhance your English language skills. These collocations are essential building blocks for achieving fluency and sounding more natural when you speak. By mastering these collocations, you will transform your English. Remember, mastering collocations is not just about memorizing word pairs. It's about understanding how words naturally fit together in everyday language. Think of it as having a secret code to unlock natural-sounding fluency. The best way to learn collocations is to hear them in action. Listen to native speakers, pay attention to how they combine words, and start incorporating these pairings into your own conversations. Practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid to experiment and make mistakes. That's how you learn. Additionally, you can use resources like language learning apps, online videos, and books to expose yourself to more collocations. Engage in conversations with native speakers or fellow learners to practice what you've learned. Thanks for joining me on this collocation adventure. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome English learning tips. Until next time, happy learning!